Well, you've probably heard of the Miss America pageant, but what do you know about the Mrs. American pageant? We have an expert with us today. Madeline Stewart was recently crowned the Mrs. North Carolina American winner and was nice enough to stop and talk with us today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. So this was recent, right? When did you get the sash?
Yes, so this happened in May 5th, this past, what was that, almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
And I asked you off camera, I was like, okay, so did you grow up competing? And you said?
I said no. This was actually my first pageant. So this was a big,
that.
yeah, this was a big leap of faith for me. I actually grew up, my mom was first runner-up Mrs. Illinois America in 1991. So I always had her headshot next to my bed. It was something really special. And I just thought, gosh, what an awesome opportunity to be able to be a part of this system.
So explain the difference whenever we say Miss North Carolina, Miss USA.
Yeah,
Tell me about
absolutely. So the Mrs. America system is one of the longest running pageants for married women. So each year now they send 3 women to Vegas for the national stage. So they have a Mrs. America, Mrs. American, and Miss for America Strong. And the title I won for North Carolina is Mrs. American.
So that means if you won this, then you must go to a national competition, right?
That is correct, yes. So this is the nationals will be, the nationals will be in Vegas, and then the international will be Mrs. World afterwards. So that is the top tier in pageantry for married women.
I mean, there's so much. Well, let me ask you this too. This was a question somebody had in the newsroom. You may or may not know the answer to this. You probably do. Do you have to be from the state, or do you have to just live in the state for a certain amount of time?
I believe you just have to live in the state for a certain amount of time, yes, but I am from North Carolina.
Yeah,
so
you are. And you're from right down the road.
I am, yes, grew up in High Point, so very close.
That's very cool. All right, so the whole process with pageants, and there's a lot that goes, I think a lot of people, well, a lot of men don't have a clue, and you were filling me in about the number of gowns and the way, so you have a 10-day competition coming up.
We do, yes, in Las Vegas, in the heat of the summer. So very exciting, but it's almost like being outside in Greensboro right now. It's really hot.
Now, right. It's just a little drier there.
Right?
But the amount of stuff you have to take.
Yes, so we have I've got 10 evening gowns, orientation outfits, cocktail dresses, and you still don't know the schedule. We won't know the schedule until a couple weeks before. So trying to plan ahead, get the best things you can, and just be prepared for anything. Got to be flexible.
I mean, you got to have hair and makeup too, right? People to do that or something?
Yes, absolutely. I'm very blessed. It's actually a former Mrs. World, Shaylin Ford, is going to be doing hair and makeup with me, and then I have a wonderful coach as well who's coming with me.
It's not just the night of the competition. You'll be competing throughout that week?
That's correct, yes. Yes, so there's dinners, orientation events, practices, things you go to that entire week, and then preliminaries and the actual competition for me will be on the 27th.
What's seems like every pageant contestant has a platform. Tell me about yours.
Absolutely, so mine is something that hits really close to home. Mine is eating disorder awareness, and Project Heal is actually my platform. It was founded in 2008 by 2 women to help individuals who are struggling with eating disorders find hope and healing during that process.
That's very good. Good for you.
Thank you.
This makes it so easy to have someone that's just like, you hear her answers are just like everything. You're so used to it, you know what to do. Thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Best of luck, and we'll follow up hopefully. Let us know how it goes.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break or check in with Tandy. We'll be right back.